Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Where in the World Is ... a W5 story session, where for the last year and I think 2 months now, I've been bringing you different people from my connections, recent, longtime connections, and I ask them 5 simple questions so we get to know them a little bit better. So without further ado, who are you?
My name is Sussan Taub. I am a sister, a wife, a mother to 3, a grandmother to 3, soon to be 4, and an entrepreneur having worn actually a few different hats.
Oh wow, that's a lot of great who hats. And I know that by the time we're finished, just a lot of times I say to people, it feels like we've gone to Dr. Seuss. So speaking of Dr. Seuss, you said you're a grandma to 3 and soon to be 4. What are some things you like to do as a grandma?
Oh, I love taking care of them as soon as they call. Actually, 2 of the grandchildren are in Atlanta, but as soon as they need help, before COVID, grandma was on the plane. And I recently actually visited them as well, but I have one here, and the 4th one is going to be here too. So I love.
So do you have a favorite game that you like to play with them?
Jigsaw puzzles. They love it. All of them love it, and just sitting doing anything they want to make, like putting together houses and with my granddaughters, of course, I would love to teach them a little bit of handwork and crafts.
Okay, so your last 2, you said you're an entrepreneur wearing many different who hats. So what were some of the who hats that you wore as an entrepreneur?
Okay, so I'm originally from Iran. And when I was in Iran, I was in fashion design.
Oh.
And yeah, and so I would prepare and start making outfits for people. I did wedding dresses for people. I did all the extra work on the dresses and on the hats, like even tiaras and anything that would go on their heads. That's one of my arts. It's all made with cocoons and gold wire and pearls.
Oh, wow.
So all of that was what I used to do back in Iran.
Oh my
and yeah, so that's one of the hats. And then when we moved to Canada, my husband and I opened up a business center services. So we had a shop where we did printing, we did shipping, we did professional packing, mailbox service, and a whole lot of other stuff. And we did that for 17 years.
Oh, wow.
And then when we sold our store, after a little bit, I got bored. Then I decided that because printing was one of the services I loved, I went into printing. And I've been doing that since 2013. Yeah, so I have almost 25 years experience in the printing industry.
Well, you definitely wear that expert hat very honorably.
Thank
you.
Where
do you do your business? Like what geographic location is your business?
I'm located in West Vancouver, Canada, but my clients are all over North America. Unfortunately, I cannot go over the border of North America. I can't help people in UK or Australia, but anyone in North America, I can have items printed for them. And my clients in the States, nothing has to go over the border. I have printers who are wholesale printers because I work with wholesale printers and suppliers in the print industry. So my clients in the States, everything gets printed in the States and delivered to them right away.
So when did you decide, like from fashion designer on one side of the globe to settling in Canada to be a business center? So when did you decide that that's what you wanted to do?
Well, to be honest, when we moved to Canada, we had to buy a business as we came to Canada as entrepreneurs, and we had to hire a Canadian and all that. So the printing was something that we liked to do because it was completely different from our backgrounds, from both myself and my husband, who is an engineer. But we thought that maybe this is something we can do. And as soon as we entered that world, printing was something that I loved to do, because in 97, not many companies did color printing. It was just a small color printer, but we brought up the color printing business of our business into really high quality. We were even doing business cards for, in a few hours, people could order a business card and get it. So, yeah.
So just a side question, what is the oddest thing that you have printed for someone?
Oddest thing.
That someone has said, Sussan, can you print on fill in the blank? And you're like, yeah, I can do that.
I'm just actually thinking there must have been it was a very special plaque that someone needed. Yeah, they said, and I thought that no, this is not possible, but it was. We were able to print on that plaque. It was a kind of a ceramic, and we were able to actually have something printed on it.
Wow. Well, there you
but
go.
There's so many that I've done that, yeah, this is one of them. So
So Sussan, what's your why in life?
It's funny, because maybe this is the why for many people, but for me, before COVID, when I used to actually take the job, deliver the job myself, and the look on people's faces when they saw that printed product, I know that, it's people, they always say that when you see something new, you love it. But when you see something that is done so well, over their expectations, is really important. And the emails, the look on their faces, and the referrals I get from them is what makes me go and go and go.
Beautiful. You know, that's I would say the bonus is the invoice gets paid, but then you get the bonus of all the smiles and happy customers.
Yes.
Thank you so much for sharing. I suspect a very tiny W5 store section of your W5 story. I invite you all to connect up with Sussan afterwards. When we're done, we'll make sure she puts into the comments how to get in touch with her. I know personally, she has made business cards for me very quickly, very professionally, and made me look good. So thank you again, Sussan, for being our guest today.
Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. Tune in next Monday at 1:00 p.m. I think it's a mortgage broker next week that has a very interesting connection to me, and it doesn't involve a bank. So let's put it that way. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Talk
you.
to you later.
Thank you.